Growing up, hunting and living on a farm in Louisiana, operating equipment and working with the weaponry in the Army was a dream for James Hunt. In this week's Veterans Voices, we share how he was part of two of the most important training exercises during the Cold War.
We were really patriotic, and we thought it was our duty. At that time, we either were drafted, or if we went through school through an ROTC program, that draft was deferred.
James Hunt went into the Army as a reserve commissioned officer after graduating from McNeese State College in 1962.
Expertise was in patrolling, survival, and with map reading. A lot of people didn't want to have to deal with the map reading, but I loved it, so that was my specialty.
He became a platoon leader with the 2nd Armored Division and was ordered to move about 16,000 soldiers and airmen from the U.S. to Germany. It was for what was known as Operation Big Lift.
We just immediately offloaded and got into our equipment that was waiting for us. And then we had the mock war with 3rd Armor, and I got to float my armored personnel carriers in the Rhine River. Water came about that far from the top, overflowing, but we made it. Didn't have any injuries or anything, and it was a program to prove during the Cold War that we could move equipment to help NATO, supplement NATO if we ever had a conflict with the Eastern Bloc communist regime.
The following year, Hunt was part of Joint Exercise Desert Strike, one of the most extensive military exercises of the Cold War. It involved over 100,000 personnel, almost 800 aircraft, 7,000 vehicles, and 1,000 tanks across California, Arizona, and Nevada.
It was over a 13 million acre area of desert in those states, and it was to prove that we could integrate nuclear and conventional weaponry together and train on river crossings. We had to cross the Colorado River, and at that time we got the new M60 tanks, which were our primary weapon system with 2nd Armored.
Those exercises helping the U.S. to win the war and Hunt to receive commendation medals.
Every exercise we would learn, and that was the idea behind it all, is to benefit from more than just attending classes. We might have the technical knowledge for maneuvers, but it just doesn't ever compare to actually doing the job.
He got out in 1968 and went into the Forestry Service.
Military service helped me greatly on that, especially maneuvering in the woods, because I had to work by myself in the woods. I had to know where I was all the time. So my map reading skills really helped there.
Throughout his forestry career, Hunt moved all over, working in 6 national forests and ranger districts before retiring as a district ranger.